What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Shock and the Nice Hedgehog here with our Week 5 Master Cup Miners Team Builder, where it's kind of gonna matter here. So, if you guys are excited, leave a like, give it a ready, subscribe. If you are new, join the Phil Shocker here today because you'll be feeling with the crew. Along with me and one other person, we're all on the bottom of the losing barrel here. Me and one other team have not won a single game yet in this season. And we've been just losing to RNG and just like mostly like everything else, dude. Like RNG, whether it be damage rolls, side effects, or like hacks, dude. Like we just lose so many games to this, and that's kind of just how the season's been. So I don't know how it's gonna be for us. If we lose this game, we have to win out to make playoffs because we can probably make playoffs with a 7-5 record. But if we lose this game in week 6, we will definitely not be able to clinch. I feel like 6-6 in a 12-week season can't clinch that well. It could if it's based on diff, but right now we really need a win, especially a win to boost my courage in the league itself as well. Like I really need a win in this league to kind of boost my courage here. But apparently also, I want to get us on notice that we have been giving strikes. And due to, me being upset with the stall with Florigis and the part where I called out my opponent saying he only won me for the scope lens. Apparently that's disrespectful in their server where I'm just speaking the truth. And just speaking the truth is not acceptable. So. I guess being honest is a bad thing. I'm just kidding. Anyways, we're gonna stop talking about that. We're gonna get into this. But basically, if I get another strike, I'll be forced to leave the league, which I think is kind of stupid in my opinion. I understand it, and I understand it, and I'm not gonna try to drag out this video as long as I do. But I understand this is a game. But when you lose to stall, to RNG, to either hacks, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. And it just ruins the game, man. Because we all saw how well I played fantastically in week 4. I played that game perfectly. I may have made one tiny mistake in not killing Cramorant when I could have. I will admit to that. That was a mistake, and I would have won the game if I had done the attack. But again, there was a chance he was defensive, and that could have been a roll. But then we saw the speed, and then that clarified that he was speed invested and not bulk invested. So it does show that, okay? So it could have been a choke on my end, but again, there also could have been a potential switch, and then they would have brought in something that could have taken a hit. And again, it could have been a damage roll to kill the Cramorant at the range it was at. So who knows? But anyways, enough talking about that. We're going to focus on this week. So we are here for week 5. We are going against the CP Suicunes this week. And this is a very terrifying matchup because I really don't know what he could bring. And I also I don't know, man. I feel like I don't have enough team for this week. But we'll see what we get. But looking at their team, they have Alakazam, which is not allowed Nasty Plot, Silvally, all types, Skuntank, Rotom, Spook, the normal version, Typhlosion, Passimian, Colitzer, Aggron, Torterra, and Swallow. Fun fact for y'all, I actually wanted Torterra on my team, and then he sniped me out this Pokemon. I actually wanted Torterra on my team because I felt, like some Gen 4 love. This is relatively my favorite Gen 4 starter. So, yeah. But, yeah, so looking at his team, I don't think he's bringing his grass types. I don't think his grass types match up at all against my team. I think my team just handles grasses really efficiently well with having Heracross, Rapidash, Articuno, I don't see it. Excuse me. So I don't know. It could be something different, but I don't see it happening that much. But Aggron is a big problem in my head. The reason why it's a big problem is I don't know if it comes, and if it comes, is it a berry? Is it going to be just sturdy weakness policy? I just don't know anything and everything about this. So it could be anything, and I do expect it to potentially come. As for what it can come over, I don't know, actually. I really don't. It could be anything on his team, maybe random, but I I don't know. Kalitzer, though, Kalitzer is a big, scary threat as well. Kalitzer getting obviously terrain boost. Could predict me to bring my Wacky and have terrain pulse, which actually gives it a grass type move that's doubled in power and stuff like that. So that could be definitely scary. Water pulse, its mega launcher ability. It's a scary mon, dude. It's a really, really scary mon in low tier, I feel like, and it can definitely be slept on. So. But going over the 6, I think there's no doubt in my mind he brings Alakazam. Alakazam literally murders my draft. The good news about this is that if he runs Modest Zam, the best he can do is only max speed on Modest. So he is definitely 100% forced into Timid this week, which is very, very good. Excuse me. I think Timid is really, really good for us because now we can actually kind of take advantage of that, kind of go around this and that, you know. So I really felt like it was really good. Silvally, I think, is something that's to know about. I don't quite know what Silvally form. It could be Silvally Fairy, which would be a little scary. I don't know. It could be Silvally potentially Rock. It could be Silvally Round. It could be a bunch of things potentially. Skuntank I do think comes, otherwise Dusknoir just wins, honestly, with Trick Room and everything like that. Roman Spook I definitely think comes, because I think, depending on which he wants his Defogger, either Skuntank or Spook, I feel like Skunk has a lot more versatility in this matchup, while Spook can be just have Defog on there with Will-O-Wisp and then Volt with Shadow Ball, or Hex and Will-O-Wisp, something like that. Typhlosion, I think Typhlosion being able to spam attacks against me and also having that fire immunity is really good, since he really doesn't have that besides Kalitzer. And Kalitzer, again, doesn't really want to take a fire move into a water move unless it's just Scarf. Passivia, the yellow one. Passivia is one of those mons that can kind of almost freely click CC against my team. But the good news is that it can't really do a lot, you know? Like, it can't break a lot of things. Like, it can't break Heracross, it can't break Dusknoir unless clicking Knockoff, and it can't really break anything else potentially on my team unless I have no check to it. So, very important stuff to note with that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and break down the team that I am playing this game. So, kicking off, we're bringing back Scream! Our X-Cloud here with Boom Burst, Focus Blast, Hyper Voice, and Fire Blast. Fire Blast really just there for the grasses. Focus Blast is only primarily there for the Aggron. So once Aggron is gone, I just spam normal stab, which can do a lot of damage. And then pretty much that's all I'm going to do, really. But we have 140 HP, max special attack, 8 in speed depth, 144 speed, timid nature. This is definitely specifically encrypt to outspeed max speed Zam. But I'm going to maybe change the speed here to make sure we are faster than the speed creep on Zam that we did for anything else. So we can fix that. Excuse me. And then we can fix that. So I'm going to like to check that out. That's something we're basically designed to outspeed everything on his team except anything that's straight Scar. So very important stuff to know with that. We're bringing back, I think, honestly, one of the MVPs of last week, being Dusknoir. Dusknoir got 2 KOs that game. Yeah, did it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got 2 KOs. He got 2 KOs that game, which put in a ton of work along with Steelix. So definitely something to note right there. We're in Trick Room, though, with Will-O-Wisp, Poltergeist, and Earthquake. Almost exactly the same set as last time, except we're running Earthquake over Brick Break. I think Earthquake's more efficient because Earthquake hits Skuntank, it hits Aggron, which is really important. And literally, there's no really good switching to Ghost Stab on his team. Again, it really just depends. These normal Silvally, which actually could be a possibility, that could lead to a potential problem, because then that can wall Dusknoir, and I then have nothing to check with Dusknoir. So it's going to be something that I have to be very, very mindful and very careful in knowing. But I generally think, I generally think that Dusknoir can put in a lot. We are running at max set with 4 in speed depth. Max HP plus max attack. I want Dusknoir just to slap something hard, dude. I want Dusknoir to put in a very good offensive ghost spam in this matchup is going to be really good. I do want to be a little careful how I click Trick Room or Will-O-Wisp and stuff like that. But otherwise, I think Dustor puts in just so much great offensive pressure. Up next, we're bringing Hercules, our Heracross, who did get to pick up one kill. Could have probably went on a sweep, honestly, potentially. But I didn't want to take any chances or risk that or anything like that. So, big stuff right there. Obviously, like a Sucker Punch at -2 defense killed me. That crit, it would have been bad. And if we didn't die, we would have just swept with Heracross with the Moxie sweep and everything like that. So, but this time we're bringing the Banded Heracross, baby. Banded Heracross literally has 0 switch in. Close combat actually kills Alakazam with Focus Sash, which is about a legit 50-50 chance that he'll be Focus Sash on Zam or its Life Orb. Definitely a 50-50 on that. But we have Earthquake, so that way we can hit, Skunk Tank if we don't want to be able to, block it in close combat. It's also another way we can hit Aggron if we don't want to hit for that as well. But Knockoff is there just to keep Rotom. It kills Rotom, obviously, and Mega Horn Stab is also really good. Again, close combat's man. We are going to be having to run the exact same speed EVs and stuff like that again because it's the same speed tier as Passimian. So we can be faster than Passimian, and then Passimian Scarf, we'll know that for a fact. So big points to know from there. Up next, we're bringing back Overdrive this week again. Overdrive, I think, actually could have won us the game, or could have helped us a little later on in the game if maybe we were max speed or something wise. But honestly, Overdrive is really good in this matchup as well. We are running the Assault Vest this week. Kind of bringing a more bulky, offensive, speedy Electivire this week with Earthquake, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and Darkest Lariat. Darkest Lariat there so I can be able to hit the Rotom, which is the main thing I wanted to hit. And, the coverage with Ice Punch, one-shotting his ground, which is really important. And then having, Thunder Punch, which is General Stab, and then Earthquake is also very important as well. I generally think that... excuse me. Ugh. I generally think Electivire is a really good potential breaker / pivoter and can kind of actually help us in there. We do need to be careful of Will-O-Wisp, so that's going to be something we're knowing there. I actually might make this thing faster than Rotom, potentially. I don't know for certain, but I might. I don't know. But generally, this thing is outspeeding Passimian, which was the main goal we wanted. I'm pretty sure they can outspeed a defensive Rotom. Let me look at Rotom here. With Defog, no speed, let's see. Yeah, so 218 speed. So we will outspeed defensive Rotom, so that's something to know right there. But Overdrive is going to be really good in this matchup. Bringing back again is Diamond with Chople Berry this time. This way we can take a Focus Blast from Alakazam. We are running almost the exact same set again this time. We're running Rock Polish, Sheer Force, 3 attacks, but we're not running Life Orb. And there's a specific reason why I'm not running Life Orb. I don't want to run Life Orb just because of the fact that I don't care about damage output, but I want to try to keep this thing around. Because if Zam is Sash, I can't kill. And if Focus Blast lands and kills me, I don't want to lose my Steelix, and I want Steelix to be able to take a hit. Now, I was really, tossed up in the sky, because I liked Fire Fang in case Sawadlu came, we just killed that one hit. But Ice Fang should roughly 2 a KO, but I wanted Ice Fang more for Torterra, and that for simple reason. Otherwise, Earthquake Spam is really good in this matchup. Crunch is just there for Rotom, which has a chance to kill if it's not fully Fizz Death. Because if we look right here, Rotom, unless it was a max special attack and speed-wise, slight HP investment, I have to get a high roll to kill, but if I get about 10 to 50% chip down on that thing, I can guarantee kill with Crunch with a Rock Polish. So definitely something to know this. And I know it seems weird that the first 2 weeks I'm having Steelix, I've been bringing Speedy Steelix, but I don't know. I've been trying to change up how I've used Steelix and how people could use Steelix, so definitely something to try, and I'm actually really excited to have Steelix go into this match because I think Steelix can put in a ton of work. And that's why we're bringing Spirit, our Rapidash, holding Charcoal this week. I know it seems like it's been showing that I don't run heavy-duty boots or something like that, and if maybe they want to predict that, fine, go ahead. I don't care. Predict it all you want. But what I decided to go with this week was Charcoal, because if you really look at this man's team, besides Typhlosion, there's nothing that really kind of stops me, even with Colitzer as well, that stops me from just being Flare Blitz in this matchup. And we have high horsepower there for Aggron, so we can kill Aggron after we click Flare Blitz and all that. You know how defensive it is, so something to note there. We are basically just those plus Morning Sun and Agility. Agility lets me outspeed Starkers. Once I get Agility, I'm faster than everything. There's nothing that can outspeed my team, so that's really good to know right there with the speed output and everything like that. Then we ran the rest into HP and attack. 100 attack Adamant just to give us some offensive prowess, and then we ran max HP for the main bulk that we're going to run on Rapidash this week. And I really think Rapidash could do some potential breaking and supporting on the team, and I think that everything else can really work well for our team. But yeah. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like, give it a rating, subscribe if you are new. Join the Pro Striker crew today because you'll be the king of the crew. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out here. I got to make some dinner. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!